This is Solo in the Shop. On this week's episode, I discuss the 4 F's and how those impact your potential success as a solo woodworker. Whether you are a hobbyist, weekend warrior, making commissions for friends and family, or already a full-time maker, if you are solo in your shop, this is the show for you. I'm Ronald Lowe's, the host of Solo in the Shop, a woodworking podcast discussing everything from current projects, tools and techniques, decisions around running a small business, and much more. So if you frequently find yourself alone and covered in sawdust, follow my journey and we can be solo in the shop together. I recently was listening to a podcast from Vaughts. I will leave a link to his podcast in the show notes. And he was talking about the 4 F's. And his 4 F's were faith, fitness, family, and financials. And the point of his message was that finding success in those 4 areas outside the wood shop help promote success in the wood shop. And I wanted to put my spin on that and discuss my thoughts on the 4 F's. Now, Zach is a minister, so his emphasis on faith and prayer is expected in his podcast. I myself was raised Catholic, and somewhere around the time of the priest abuse scandals, they lost me. And I've stayed away, but that doesn't mean that the message and the intent of success in faith is lost on me. I would argue that for me, my first F is going to be foundation rather than faith, but the end result is the same. In Zach's discussion of faith, he talks about the importance of prayer and thinking of others and praying over your family. And I would argue that having a foundation in good character and thoughtfulness and mindfulness, where you spend some time each day considering the needs of others, considering your family, considering your friends and their needs, and not spending 100% of your day just thinking about yourself. So whether you're getting that inspiration and that behavior from a religion or your church or your just personal beliefs and your standards, having a foundation where you're considering other people, I think is very valuable. And it translates directly into a feeling of generosity and gratitude and consideration that puts you in the right frame of mind for producing objects in your wood shop that are going to be consumed by others. Making sure that you're not just in business to make money and milk every dollar out of every customer, but are spending some time thinking about what your customers want, what your customers need, what your life balance is, and thinking about how you can help other people is critical, and why I consider that F to be foundation. It is a foundational attribute that needs to be cultivated. The next F is fitness, and I think everyone can agree that keeping your body in shape is important when it comes to being able to work in your shop. Losing the ability to lift heavy items or to move correctly, to move smoothly, will definitely impact your ability to make a living in the wood shop. And spending time making sure that you are attending to your physical fitness will have a direct impact on your ability to produce effectively and safely in your shop. The next F is family. And just like foundation, being able to focus on your family, whatever your family looks like, is to promote a healthy life and a healthy balance between the time you spend in the shop working for others and working for yourself, and the time that you are present for the people that are most important in your life. You're not going to get to the end of your career and think, boy, I wish I had spent less time with my family. The opposite is definitely true. You'll get to the end of your career and you're more likely to say, I wish I had spent less time in the shop and more time with my family. As I'm recording this, Father's Day has just passed, and my relationship with my kids over the last several years has been complicated, we'll say. Quiet is another word. They're grown. One lives in North Carolina, one lives in Colorado. I live in New England, and we don't stay in touch as much as I would like. But Father's Day comes around, and I do get a text message from my daughter in North Carolina asking about my day, wishing me happy Father's Day. And it's a great feeling. It's great to be thought about. And I was a little disappointed that I didn't hear from my son in Colorado. And at the end of the day, I was on the couch getting ready to watch some TV, and a knock on the door. And lo and behold, my son and his girlfriend showed up in Massachusetts, and it just blew me away. It was such a great feeling, totally unexpected. I had no idea they were coming. And it was great to catch up and talk with them and see them in person. It was just an incredible end to a really good Father's Day. I confessed to my son, I was kind of cursing your name for not texting me, but showing up, this is just fantastic. Just an incredible Father's Day. And it's things like that where you realize just how important family is, and that great feeling that you can give to your family and that your family can give to you carries over into all aspects of your day. So spending time outside the shop, vacationing, coaching, helping with homework, spending time with your spouse, your partner, these are important steps to having a healthy, successful family life. The last F is financials. And this is an area where you can kind of decide how much you want to understand, but there are some minimum basic skills. You cannot run a business on your own and not understand cash flow and pricing and what your time is worth. Those are the absolute minimums. Understanding that you can't just run up debt to finance your business when cash flow is the key, and debt without cash flow coming in is fatal. Now, when it comes to the rest of financials, understanding balance sheets and profit and loss statements and business taxes, payroll taxes, things like that, those are things that you can choose to get educated on. Or if you don't want to be the kind of business owner who spends most of their time looking at the books, making sure everything is financially stable, hire a bookkeeper. For a solo woodworker, that can be very affordable and a great use of money where your time is better spent producing, marketing, growing your business. And work with a CPA, work with a bookkeeper, and make your life as easy as possible. But you can't run your day-to-day business without understanding cash flow and debt management, and just understanding that you can't run your business without making sure that money is coming in and that you're not spending what you don't have. So get the basics, and then it's up to you to decide how much more you want to learn. But having success in each of those 4 F's, foundation, fitness, family, financials, will give you a serene feeling of success in your whole life. And that can't help but translate into your work life. Your solo career in the woodshop will only benefit with the more success and more time that you invest in the 4 F's. That's all I have. It's these 4 F's have been on my mind since I heard about them. I've given it a lot of thought, and wanted to share my thoughts on it. If you have thoughts, definitely reach out. SoloInTheShop@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Otherwise, I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for listening. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to reach out to me at SoloInTheShop@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you got value from it and would like to help the show grow, I'd appreciate a review wherever you listen. Be sure to check the show notes for links to my socials or any extra stuff we discussed today. Until next time, stay safe in your shop, and we'll talk again soon.